Welcome, this is a Dire Maul dungeon guide for the Undead family. We have Sylvanas deck, which you can see above my head. We will go through that build and the talents and the minions after this dungeon, but let's first complete this dungeon now. In the beginning, I want to usually try and contest this chest with something. Let's go with the Fire Elemental this time, and I think we will do Abomination over here. Take out these guys. Let's see if we can. That's a little bit unfortunate. He's only hitting one guy. But I think I will save pilot these guys so that they will start fighting amongst themselves, which should be really great for me. Yeah, there we go. So we were able to take out that push. We were able to take out the initial push from this side. So now we can start working our way towards the enemy towers and the enemy boss. Once those are dead, I will use Quillbow to distract that ogre mage so we can advance from this right hand side. I usually want to take this side tower because this gives us a little bit more easier time to defend ourselves, and also it gives us direct access to this chest every time as well. Let's go mine that gold. There's a couple of gold over there to be gained, and that's really great. The Plaque Farmer is really great because of the increased range with his talent. He can outrange his tower, so if nothing spawns in here, we should be able to just take this tower just like this. Let's play preemptively the Abomination because I'm sure something will come just like that. So now we can use also our Shaman in here to boost the survivability of our Abomination. I will have to counter this Huntress with something, so let's play Elemental over there. There we go. The hook ability from Abomination is extremely great because he can just take care of those annoying backline ranged attackers for you while you are trying to make your pushes. Really great against these ogre mages, really great against those mountaineers in this stage, so extremely valuable guy. Let's drop Quillbow in here as well. We should be able to take out this tower with this push, I'm pretty sure. Let's go take that gold. I'm actually gonna deny this chest as well. I think maybe did I play it too slowly? No, perfect timing. So I got the gold instead. Let's play our leader in here. We are at max gold. Okay, so we have the tower now. So now we can start working our way towards the boss. So I'm gonna wait until we get the tower, yes, and I'm gonna play another Abomination on this side. And I think another... Well, maybe I will wait a while because we need to defend with something over this side, so I will play Plaque Farmer in here instead. And also the Fire Elemental. Fire Elemental can also tank the range attack from the ogre mages quite well. There we go. Let's see if we can get them to fight amongst themselves. Yeah, that's pretty fine for us. And in the meanwhile, we are doing super great damage to the boss because our Abominations are taking the front and our backline ranged attackers are dealing damage from the back. Our leader and Plaque Farmer both are for that purpose. So that was the first stage, and let's go take a look at the second one right away. Okay, so the most annoying thing in this second stage are these Eyes of the Void that keeps on spawning once you play units. So we have two great units in this deck that will be able to tank these eyes quite well. The Fire Elemental and the Quillbow. Of course, Abomination as a tank will also be able to tank them quite well, but those three are our way of tanking these eyes, and the other units are here to provide support. So I'm gonna start by playing the Fire Elemental over here. I'm gonna play... Let's see, the issue is I don't wanna get our guys killed. Maybe this will work. Maybe our Plaque Farmer won't get killed by that. Yeah, that's great, that's great. I'm gonna save pilot over there. That's a little bit unfortunate for us, so let's play Abomination over here. And I think Abomination does not have range to take that one out, so we will just tank it with our power instead. So maybe let's go take that gold now that we can. Oh, there's another Huntress. That's just unfortunate. Okay. We are not taking that gold then. Fine. I'm gonna play Fire Elemental now on this side. Don't wanna be tanking more. Ouch. That's owie. That doesn't feel good. I was thinking Abomination could have killed the Banshee before getting Bansheed. But there, it is what it is, I guess, so we will go with this one. We weren't able to take that one out. We want to take this meeting stone so we have an access to the boss. But it's taking us a little while. So maybe now we can go mine that. I will deny that gold because I want it for myself. Thank you very much. Well, I did not get it. Maybe we will get the meeting stone instead. So we can start playing units from here and actually make our way to the boss. Defending is a bit harder in this map because of these spawnings. Eyes of the Void is really annoying as they keep on spawning. Let's see, I'm gonna play Plaque Farmer over here. I'm gonna actually tank that one with our Quill Ball. Usually you wanna drop Quill Ball behind the boss to distract it, but I wanna make sure our Plaque Farmer will be able to stay alive. So we should be able to tank that one, no problem. And we are dealing some really great damage to the boss right now. I'm not sure if I want to play anything to compromise our Plague Farmer's health, but let's play our leader instead and let's tank that one with the Fire Elemental. So let's see. There we go. Boss done. That's extremely great for us. That's the second stage. Once we get to the boss itself, it's fairly easy to do that, but you might struggle a little bit. Like in here, in the initial phase where you have to defend and try to get to the... You can try to take the right-hand side tower as well if you want to. And sure, it will also give you an access to the boss. But I feel like you don't really need to do that. You just need the meeting stone and push from there like we did in this run. So let's go to the third stage and let's complete this dungeon, shall we? Okay, so in here we can persuade these two mini-bosses to fight for us if we kill them first. And so we can take them both. But I feel like just getting these mates for us is... usually enough because of the Curse of Exhaustion, which is a great way to counter or at least lessen the ability, the greater fury of this boss. And once we go, we will try to get this middle tower so we can push from the middle and from the right side at the same time to ideally get the boss move a little bit towards this area over here. And once we can do that, we can use our unbound units to kill that ogre mates, which will otherwise keep on healing the boss, which is really annoying. So we don't want that to happen. So let's see, Abomination will be able to take care of those, Fire Elemental will be able to take care of those and eventually go to attack the mage over there. There we go, so now we can start pushing towards them. I will support our Abomination with a Plaque Farmer and I will go mine that gold. And also I think we will use probably like Wilbur over there to make sure our Fire Elemental can get to the boss. And let's drop our... Not enough gold. Yeah, I know. There we go. Our leader in here as well. We got the tower even a little bit too soon, if you ask me. I think I'm gonna deny this gold. Just because why not? So we should be able to take out the mini-boss as well now. Yeah, there we go. That's really nice for us. I'm gonna drop Plaque Farmer in there as well. So now we just wanna keep on defending the tower until we are ready to push from this side as well. And we should be able to do that quite shortly, so let's go. We can go and get that gold for ourselves now, which is great. So I'm gonna play Fire Elemental over here. Let's take care of these guys. And I think we will also play Sylvanas in here as well. Because soon the boss will be aggroed by these guys, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So now we will start killing these ogre mates. Hopefully we can take it out. We should be fine against those. Let's go mine that gold. Gonna play another Fire Elemental over here. And once we can, we will drop another safe pilot to deal damage to the ogre mates. Once we get these ogre mates killed, the boss won't be able to heal anymore. So that's gonna be huge for us. That's our main goal for this initial push. But we might actually be able to just completely win this round with this initial push as well. So there we go. The ogre mates should die now. Yeah, that's really good for us. So now the boss can't heal anymore, and it's dead. So that's the completely dungeon done, and we will be able to fully gold our Sylvanas with this run. So let's go. Let's do that right now. And here we go. Sylvanas fully gold right now. So let's take a look at the build, the minis, and the talents of this build. And we have, of course, Sylvanas. We are running the Black Arrow talent, which I feel is the best talent for Sylvanas because of this piercing ability of her ranged attack. Allows her to really deal that range damage from the backlines, be able to really support your pushes towards anything you really need. And because she is fragile range unit, we have 2 tanks in the build, well, basically 3 tanks in the build to support the front lines because we need something in the front line. So we have Abomination. I like the Cannonball because of the stun effect. You could also run the Noxus Prisons if you have that one, sure, because both are really, really viable. I really do like the stun. And Abomination is great because of the hook. He can just take those annoying ranged unit like the Ogre Mages or the Mountaineers and just pull them towards him, deal with them. No problem. He's a great unit in this Undead deck. And we also have another tank, the Fire Elemental with the Immolation Aura. Also to just support that front line, and also because he is resistant, he can really well tank the Eyes of the Void in the second stage and also the boss's attack in the second stage. So he is a really basically a key winning element for the second stage as well is Quillbore, because he is also resistant, so he can do the same thing, tank those eyes, tank the boss's attacks. And Quillbore is also tanky but also unbound unit. You can use him to distract anything that's needed. Distract the boss in the second stage, drop it behind the boss, so you other units will be able to deal free damage, or distract the towers, distract some ogre mages. You can use it for so many purposes, and in the third stage as well to deal some damage to the ogre mage, the healer ogre, so you can take that one out. And to support that one further, we also have the Safe Pilot with the Gnomist Cloaking Device, basically the best unit in the game. If you see this guy on the grid, buy her. She's really useful for you. She will be useful in basically every deck in your game. And so we have our tanks, and then we have our backline range unit, and we have another backline range unit in here. I'm kind of jumping, I'm sorry, jumping through the different minis, but we have Plaque Farmer with the Splashing Pumpkins talent, which will give him a little bit more range and double splash area. He can outrange towers, so if nothing is distracting him, he will be able to just solo towers for you if that's the case, and also like safely to be able to deal range damage from the backlines. Such a great, also only costs you 2 gold to play, so super cheap, super nice poison damage dealer in this build, I feel like. And to finally like put this all together, we have our Frostwolf Shaman in here for the healing and also for the Earth Shield, which will give armor to one nearby ally. So Frostwolf Shaman is kinda used together with either Abomination or Fire Elemental to straighten that front line. He will be able to like make the front line stay alive longer so that your backline damage dealers can deal more damage from the backlines, and that's your strategy pushing towards the enemies with this build. So there we go, fully golded Sylvanas, feels absolutely great. Do you have some sort of variation of the build maybe you have been running? I would love to hear in the comment section. So see you in there. I hope this will help you clear out some more dungeon levels. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time, my friends. Laku out.